Hi, welcome back. Melissa here. Welcome to Morgan's Off the Leash. Hi, welcome back to Morgan's Off the Leash. I'm Melissa Morgan. I'm going to give you a little bit of a story time in the introduction here. For all the new subscribers, as well as the old faithful that have been here from the beginning, I really appreciate you being here and watching the content that I put up. Even though it's once a week and I'm doing my best to get out a video twice a week, I'm just going to quickly give you a rundown. I'm married to Mike Morgan from Outdoors with the Morgans. That's where we originally started doing YouTube videos, and then I started Morgan's Off the Leash, and that's just videos of our trail walks with the dogs, some of our kids and grandkids. So our oldest son, Hunter, is 29 and has autism. He's nonverbal. And the important part about sharing that with you is you'll see him in the background of videos. We will say, hey, Hunter, come on in, wave hi, or even if we do say hi, he doesn't verbally talk, so he'll just give you a quick hand wave and move on. But everyone has been so supportive and so kind to Hunter, and you've all been great fans. I just want you to know in the videos, I'm so thankful and give thanks every day for what this has become. I'm just so surprised what this has become, and I just want to thank all of you. Okay, so Hunter's our oldest, and he lives with us. Our second son, Levi, is married to our daughter-in-law, Kate, and they have the YouTube channel Tied Up with the Morgans, and that's spelled T-H-A-I, a little apostrophe D with the Morgans. So check out their YouTube channel. Our daughter-in-law, Kate, is from Thailand. So that's where they got that cute little tied up. And then grandson, Ty, and granddaughter, Thea, are their children. Our third child, daughter Hannah, is married. It's just been a month. She got married here, a backyard wedding on July 3rd. So our son-in-law, Tyler, is our new family member, and we love him. And then daughter Eva. Daughter Eva is our youngest. She's 16, just got her driver's license, failed the first 2 attempts, and thankfully she passed on her 3rd time. She is in the 11th grade, so her junior year of high school, and we're pretty excited, but she's got a full load of studies, and then she works out at the CrossFit gym near us, plus she also coaches. So she's got a lot going on right now, and it's a learning experience of trying to juggle everything in our schedules and keep moving forward. And then of course the dogs. We have 3 golden retrievers. Our oldest is Rue, and his name is Ruger, but we call him Rue. And it's so exciting. Our grandson Ty can say Rue. He doesn't say many other words, but he's learning Thai, the Thai language, and English at the same time. So it'll eventually click. Anyways, back to the dogs. Our second dog is Piper. The first and only female golden retriever we had, and I'm not sure I would have another one, but she is moody. Piper's 6, and she got gray in the face first, so she actually looks like she's the oldest, but she's the middle child. And then Archie is our youngest golden retriever. He's 1-year-old, and we love him. We love them all, but Rue and Piper are more the porch dogs. Just love to relax, lay down, enjoy watching the trees, the wind blow. And Archie's the opposite. He's full speed ahead and let's climb that tree or cut it down or chew it up for sticks. He loves to have a stick in his mouth. And he's full of adventure. It's everything is a good idea to Archie. He's kind of like that kid you went to college with that never told you, no, that's not a good idea. was always there with you going, yep, let's do it and do it again. And that's our Archie. He is 1-year-old, our most energetic golden retriever and a ton of fun. Okay, so that's the story time, the introduction, a little bit more about the Morgans here at Morgans Off the Leash. Okay, now this video is clips from an interview we did a few months ago, and it was, it's that time of year, well, this was back in June. It was the time to do like career training, and her students all have plenty of things they want to check out to see what they're going to do as their career or choose a career. And social media influencer, YouTuber made it high on the list. So we agreed, I agreed to do the interview and answer the questions as best as I was able to. We had some of the questions given to us in advance, so we were able to have our answer prepared. And then the students also were able to ask us questions for us to answer. So this is pieced together. There's 20 questions, and it's us sitting down at the picnic table like we do our table talk, answering these questions. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, first question. It's a question we get a lot. How did you start doing YouTube?
So I just learned more about it, and about 4.5 years ago, I made a video cutting firewood, of all things. It's one of the things we do here, and she thought I was crazy, that nobody would watch, and I kind of forgot about it. I uploaded that video, and it was maybe a month or so, and I checked back on it, and it had like 5,000 views and a bunch of comments and stuff. So I did another video, and it just started evolving from there. And it takes a while. I mean, it's not something that took off overnight. I never told anyone that I know that I had a YouTube channel, not because I was embarrassed or anything. I didn't want people to subscribe to the channel just because they know us, you know what I mean? I wanted to see if it would grow on its own. And once it got to 1,000 subscribers, I started letting people know, and it just started growing from there.
All right, the second question was, what makes your YouTube channel unique?
And our channel is a little different than some. Everyone focuses on subscribers. That doesn't really mean a whole lot, because some channels will have a video that goes viral and a bunch of people will click subscribe to it, but they never come back and watch other videos. So we get a lot of views for the size channel we have at like 220,000 subs. We have a very loyal group of people that watch our videos, and we go for consistency. We've been trying to build something for a couple years, and it's been working. And you know, not every video is going to be a home run and with 1 million views or anything like that, but we cater to that core group of people that watches our channel, and then it expands from there. You know, you keep bringing new people in every day.
Third question, did you ever dream you'd be a YouTuber? No, I always wanted to talk, or I always have something.
She's a talker.
Yeah, I always have something to say. Fourth question, how does the YouTube channel grow? When he was able to monetize his videos. So on YouTube, you have to have hours.
Yeah, 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers.
And that took you how long to get there?
Oh, it probably took close to a year to get 1,000 subscribers. And I remember the first day we made money on YouTube and made 3 cents in one day. And I thought, well, that's different. And then the first money that we got like a $108 check from Google. I didn't even know it was real. And then it just kind of keeps growing. And it's like anything else, though. You have to put in the work. It doesn't come easy. I edit video real early in the morning, shoot video. It's a full-time job, but it has allowed us to, for me to resign from a really good job that I had to do YouTube full-time. And
but that's working every day at
I worked
his day job and coming home and doing his videos. Question 5. How long before the YouTube channel took off?
YouTube was part-time for a few years. I mean, I could have left my job last year, maybe even the year before, but we were just wanted to be more comfortable, and I liked my job, you know, my real job. It's just, there's just not enough time, you know, and so, but yeah, I'd say it took about 2 2.5, maybe 3 years before I was starting to think like I could actually like do this for real, like for a full-time job.
Question 6, what does your family think of your YouTube channel? So this is our daughter Eva. She's our youngest daughter. She's 16.
This is Hannah.
This is our older daughter Hannah, and they're about to leave, so we can ask them real quick.
Hi.
What they would like to share about YouTube.
About YouTube.
How's it? Tell them.
How cool is it that your parents both have their own YouTube channels?
It honestly sometimes doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like they have a YouTube channel?
It doesn't feel like it's as big as it is. Yeah.
Because.
So have you ever been recognized out in public anywhere?
I was once, actually, believe it or
He
not.
is all the time.
Every week, literally once or twice a week, if I'm out and about, somebody will recognize. Even when we've traveled, we've met people in other
when
states.
we travel, there's people that are like, Mike Morgan. I'm like, oh, good. I thought he was going to yell at me. He knows. And
Well, we just hit not long ago 100 million total views. So, and most of those are from the United States. So you get a pretty good chance of running into somebody, you know.
all right, question 7. Another one, a popular one we get a lot. How do you start? How do you get started?
But as far as
Yes.
how to start, your question is how do you start? You can start with just whatever you like to do. Everybody, I don't care who you are, everyone has some talent or something interest. Everyone likes to do something, you know, and if you want to share that with other people, it's as simple as taking a cell phone and making a video. I have a whole bunch of cameras now, but a cell phone works just fine. You can start with a cell phone, and you just put content up, and it's a grind. It's not something that happens overnight, and you know, a lot of people aren't comfortable in front of a camera. I wasn't at first. Now, you know, when I first uploaded, I didn't think anybody was watching, so I didn't really care. And then you see like 5,000 people watching, you thought, boy, I don't want to look silly here, you know, so you start putting a little more effort into it. But you can just start with a phone, whatever interests you. I guarantee you there's other people out there that
Hold
have...
on, question 8, another question we get a lot. So you started doing videos with the camera on your phone. Are there any upgrades that you would recommend?
This is a nice little camera too if you ever want to start a channel and get away from the cell phone. This is a DJI Osmo Action, kind of like a GoPro, but in my opinion they're a little bit better. I haven't tried the newest GoPro out, but these are a handy little camera. You can do 4K with this and time lapse and all kind of stuff, but they're a great little camera and they're reasonably priced, I mean, as far as cameras go, but that's a nice little setup right here for $289 or something for this camera.
And then you can put that on like a magnetic mount too,
yeah,
right?
I have like several of these, and I have magnetic mounts. That's something we do outdoor videos on projects we do around here, but something I always try to do, let's face it, a lot of what I do isn't the most exciting thing out there. Lisa, you mentioned that earlier, but I will say, what you do is you take cameras like this and you put magnetic mounts on them, and whatever you're doing, you mount cameras in different spots where your eye doesn't normally see something, and it makes things a lot more interesting. You know, you're seeing things from a perspective that you wouldn't see if you were standing there.
Number 9 is what is an important yet helpful tip you can share?
Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. If any of you would ever decide to start a channel, you never know who's watching that video.
Yep.
You just never know. And that's a good thing, you know what I mean? Because you could put a video out there and think nothing of it. Like us, I uploaded 500 or 600 videos, and we were reached out to from different companies. And one day I get an email from Kubota Corporation, which is in Grapevine, Texas, actually, is where their headquarters are. And we partnered with Kubota Corporation, so we got a couple tractors to use, and now I bought an excavator. I got a good deal on the excavator, but that kind of stuff happens, you know, and you just don't know who's watching. And but no, they definitely check you out. You know, you don't want to do. There's all different kind of channels out there. People do crazy things and stuff, but you just have to remember you don't know who's watching. Thing is, and some of those channels, they can still, you have to be really, really big to get any type of sponsorship and make any real money for that crazy kind of stuff. They'll get a lot of views, but what I'm saying is if you start a channel out small, You may not grow real fast right away because you're not doing, not acting like a knucklehead doing things. But down the road, when these companies are checking you out, they're going back through all your videos,
Right.
and they're like, oh, we're going to stay away from this guy. Look at this day, he did this. You know what I mean? And
Right.
they you have to use your head,
And what you do with your lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
one thing with video, and it's like sending a text message, or it's a message.
It's out there.
anything, It's out there. So you got to I always tell my kids, you make sure what you're sending is true or necessary. Don't send anything inappropriate or mean, or it's going to come back at you, and it can.
Every video I make, I think I'll make this in case my mom watches, and she does. So I'm good.
You want if your parents are watching, yes. And to be honest, if you're going to do something like make a barbecue sauce, or skateboarding, or like whatever is interesting, like be honest, and you're going to share some of your lifestyle. Like I said, I do like walking the dogs, and I have my son Hunter with me.
Cooking
like,
stuff.
Cooking.
Workout.
Anything I share personally, I can't exaggerate it. You got to be honest and show who you are. Question 10 is, give us one more helpful hint that you can share that would be good in anyone looking to start a YouTube channel.
Just be yourself. That's
Yeah.
what's most important. Be yourself.
Specific
That's one of my
skills.
most favorite, my best compliment I ever received since we started this channel was when I get phone calls from people that I used to work with years ago that just stumbled upon our channel and never knew that I had a channel, and they'll call me and they're like, I can't believe I'm on YouTube and I see you on there, Mike. And he goes, it's so weird. I go, what's weird? He goes, you're exactly the same person. And to me, I'm like, what else would I be? You know what I mean?
Right.
And he goes, no, that's you. I go, yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? But what you see is what you get. We're never going to have 10 million subscribers, and we're not after it. We have a small niche, or niche of outdoor, people that enjoy rural living, being out away from people a little bit. I joke often, I used to go out in the woods to get away from people, and now I bring cameras with me, and there's several million people a month that watch,
Question
Kinda funny.
11. Do you have to sign a contract with any of the sponsorships?
Yes, for sponsored videos, they'll send an agreement, and we look over the agreement, might make a few changes here and there, and a lot of it is about what we already talked about. Don't do dumb things, because companies don't want to align with somebody, doing something
Question
outrageous.
12. How long is the contract good for?
Every single one is different. I mean, every single one's different, but there's usually a time limit on it. Like our partnership with Kubota, it's a 2-year deal.
Question 13. Is YouTube a real job?
It's like anything else. It's a job, but it's a great job. I mean, I literally can get up in the morning. For years, I was on the road, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and driving all over the place on construction jobs and the meetings or whatever. And now I can get up and grab a camera and go do something here in the property and make a living. It took me about, like I said, 4.5 years to make a good living at it.
And that's really...
And along with the, like I was explaining earlier about
That's
AdSense and how you get paid for the little ads, you also, once you build an audience, you have sponsorship opportunities through companies that will reach out to us. We've never really pursued anybody. They find us, and we get offers literally every single day from companies. 99% of them we turn down if it's not a good fit for our channel. But you'll get products plus a sponsored, you get paid as well to do like integrations. So video can be on anything, but you mention a certain product that we use and that we like, and we vet them really well. But like I said, we get offers every single day, and we turn down almost all of them. We do 3 sponsored videos a month.
Question 14. What do you find hard to do on YouTube?
Possible. I never thought, you always hear people, do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I was always the type that thought, no, you get that good job and you put up with it, and then you take that money and you do what you like. But I actually I've changed my mind. I found something that I really love to do.
You have to have skill and talent and some basic education, because it's important for you to represent yourself, that you know what you're doing. So like I said, if you're going to do skateboarding or whatever it is, you're going to need to know some knowledge about the skateboard, who makes it, where did it come from, how do you start doing it. You want to share a little bit about yourself. You want to be careful about how much you share. So I actually had a couple sponsors approach me on my channel. How about that, Trent? Since you were pointing out that I'm a much smaller channel. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kind of razzing you. But I had Mike look over it, and he's like, okay, like this is what they're saying, you know. So like he made sure I could clearly understand what that agreement was. 15. How many emails do you get?
Tried for the longest time to respond to.
We get hundreds
to
a
every
day.
email, but we get literally hundreds a day now. So there's literally just not enough. That's all you.
Question 16. How much time is involved in one video?
Depends, but one 15 or 20-minute video, I probably have 2 hours of footage on different cameras. So I use multiple cameras.
15-minute video?
What's that?
Did you say a 15-20-minute video?
Yeah, in a 15-20-minute video, there might be 3 hours.
Wow, that's a lot.
Because I save everything.
When his first couple videos was him holding his phone and being like, hey, I'm Mike. I'm going to cut that wood right there. And then it turned into, hey, welcome back. I'm Mike Morgan. Or I guess he just says Mike. Welcome back. Mike here. Today we're going to get into, and then it turns into, hey, Mike and Melissa here. Or, you know.
So you do keep them all then? You don't
Yes.
scrub them completely gone?
That's correct.
Well, I don't have very many, so mine are just saved in the cloud. But I quit numbering them. You used to number them. He has over 1,000 videos. I have like maybe 65.
You'll get there, Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I do have.
Question 17. What kind of research do you do for your channel?
And you talked about analytics and just about research. So what was it about the research and those analytics that you had to do in order to get the subscribers and the YouTubers?
Yeah, so YouTube has I have on my phone, it's called YouTube Studio. It's an app. It's not just a regular YouTube. But on that app, I can look at all the analytics that I have, from watch time, demographics. You don't know exactly where people live, but you have a ballpark idea what their age is, what country they're watching from. A big thing with YouTube, for them to promote your videos, is audience retention. That's a big thing. They want you to stay on YouTube as a viewer longer before you go to another social media page. So the more that you can retain an audience, the better you will do to get your videos suggested. But I looked the other day, in our videos, if you take all of our watch time so far, it comes up to about 1,600 years of viewing, and that's 24/7, 365. So that's how many years people have been watching our videos. 4 years worth of.
What was that?
It's
1,600 years people watching 24/7, 65?
Yeah, that's the total watch time. That's what it would equal.
Well, it's 24/7, 365 though. What's that?
Yeah, so you know, if you take
24 hours, 7 days a week,
365 days.
365 days a year.
Yeah.
Okay. So that much time over, so 600 years across all viewers combined is how much people have watched across the year. Yeah.
Correct. All of our videos, that's how much watch time it equals.
Across a single year or across the channel's lifespan?
Yeah, since we started our channel on YouTube, really. But, you know, I searched. First I did is found things that interest me, and I searched for them, and I saw what was out there. And you kind of see what other people are doing, but I just kind of did my own thing. You know, take bits and pieces of what other people do. But I just tried to make things interesting for people that are into the same sorts of things we are. But I did have to do a lot of research on, you know, getting monetized. And at first I put too much into the cameras, just, you know, trying to figure out what camera's not going to make or break a channel. It's the content that's important. You know, what you're putting out there is what's most important. And once you get that down, then, you know, you can upgrade some equipment and get some better stuff. But it's just all about the content and keeping people watching your video as long as you can.
And maybe you said this while I was gone, but the interaction, like it's really important to heart a comment, like a comment, or reply to comments. Yeah, so we try to really, then you make that engagement. So, you know, John with the mud flap is like, hey, they answered, and they go back to watch another video, or they go back to comment again or something like that.
Okay. And so what is the you're talking about the liking, right? On the video itself, and then the hard commenting underneath the
comment.
video itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, each comment has an option. So when John says, hey, check that mud flap out, there's an option to like, reply, or heart, and from the owner of the channel.
Okay, and so there's analytics and stuff that go along with that as well.
Oh yeah, you can see everything on the YouTube analytics. And anything you can think of, you can find it there. All the numbers are there for everything. Total comments, likes, dislikes, subscribers, monthly changes, anything you can think of is on the analytics page.
What brought them there? You can find out. You can find out what brought that person to your video.
Yeah, whether they searched your name, whether it was a suggested video, whether like it was suggested at an end of someone else's video, and when that one was done, one of ours popped up. It shows you all of that stuff.
He loves that stuff. He's very good at it.
When they're on there the most, your core base of people, you can tell when they're on YouTube the most. And then that's kind of a good time to upload, because you get that initial push. YouTube recognizes, well, a lot of people are watching this video, you got the audience retention, then they will suggest that video to other people if you meet that criteria. Yeah, and that's how it grows.
Excellent.
Question 18. Do you have people from all over the world watching your videos?
I've got my number. We still talk today, but they love the US, the Australians do.
It's pretty cool. Never know who you'll meet.
And he says he likes my accent. He's from Australia.
I love their accents, yeah. Question 19. How long does it take you to edit and upload a video to YouTube?
So we have pretty fast internet where we live. It usually takes me about 2 hours to edit. And a lot of that time is just uploading memory cards or downloading them to the computer first, but about 2 hours for that. And then you save it to your desktop, and we shoot in 4K, and that takes usually about 15 minutes. And then uploading it to YouTube takes about a half an hour. So probably about 3 hours total, but during some of that process, you can be doing some other things. And that's something to keep in mind, depending on what type of channel you have. There's tons of things people do videos on, I mean, anything you could imagine. We're outside, spread out, doing a lot of different things. There's a lot of different cameras and a lot of moving things around, but just talking in front of a camera, it wouldn't take long at all to edit those.
Question 20. Do you need to buy any special software for your editing?
I edit on a Mac, and I just use iMovie. It does everything really that I need to do, and I think iMovie does way more than what a lot of people think that it does. So you just have to get into it, and you can learn a lot about it.
I do it right on my phone. I use iMovie. I have an iPhone.
Okay.
So I can do a little bit of editing. It works for me, but I'm not running all the cameras that Mike's running. So actually there's one more. So there's 21 questions. Question 21. Is there any benefit to using more than one camera for the videos?
Yeah, people have a short attention span, everybody does. And so the benefit to running multiple cameras if you're doing a project is you can keep changing scenes often, and that makes things more interesting, and that's just the way I like to do it. Everybody does things a little bit differently, but that's how I do it.
Okay, it was a fun opportunity to sit down and do the video call with the teacher Lisa and her students, and they had some great questions, and a lot of them also were very similar to the questions that we get asked quite a bit. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're still here at the end. So click the thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions that we can possibly add to an upcoming video. And once again, thanks for watching here at Morgan's Off the Leash, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.